Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Link Your Teacher Page to your Google Classroom. I am your host, Ryan Clancy, and I am the Client Success Associate here at Educational Networks. Today, everyone, we're going to be seeing how you can use your teacher page to connect your students and their parents over to your Google Classroom. Now, one thing to remember, of course, this is a live presentation, and all of us here at EduNet are excited to bring this to you. So remember, if you have questions, feel free to ask, and I will be happy to answer those questions for you. Let's begin, everyone. So with your teacher page, it is important to note that there are two main ways, I should say, that you can go ahead and add a link over onto your teacher page. And we're going to be looking at those as well as another one where you can add a link through a text field too. Let's go ahead, everyone, and get started. So if we go ahead and we navigate over to my teacher page and we select my profile here, one of the things that we're going to notice here is that we have a few items in the menu. Now, one of those items here is going to be a page for links. Now, this is an option to use if you do have more than one link. Otherwise, what can happen is this can end up appearing as just a pretty empty page. So this over here is an option that you do have to go ahead and connect your teacher page over to Google Calendars. Now, to do that, what we do is we navigate over to our admin page, our account on the admin page, I should say. And then what we're going to do is we are going to log in. From there, I select my pages, and then I go to the drop-down menu and I select links. So we already have one here for the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. Now what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and add one for Google. So what I do is I select Add Link, and then I'm going to keep it on the main category. I'm just going to type in the name for this. So I'm just going to type in Google Classrooms. My next step is to go ahead and get the URL for that. So I have it saved up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this, highlight this here, copy it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the URL right in this area here. And I'm actually going to also go ahead, in case you need this here, I'm going to go ahead and actually put that URL into the chat box there. So what I need to do now to add this to the existing link page is just click Save. Now, if we go back over to the live site and we click on links again, we're going to see that we now have a link over to our Google Calendars, or our Google Classrooms, I should say. There is one thing that I forgot to do, and something that I always recommend that you do. Anytime you're adding an outside link that goes out of the school's website, make sure to check this box here where it says Open in New Window. So I click Save. And now if we go back here and we click this link, it takes us, hang on one moment, I forgot to click refresh. It takes us over to where we log in over to Google Classrooms, where our students can go ahead and do that. And it still keeps them on the school's website, which is important. But there are other ways that you can go ahead and add this. And of course, one of the ways is by adding it as a redirect on the site. So to do that, what we do, and a redirect is actually going to appear right on this menu. We go back over to the admin page, and from here we go back to the drop-down menu, and we again select Create New Page. From here, what we do is we select this option, Redirection to Another Page, and it's pretty much the same fields that we filled out on the link option here. So in this case, what I'm going to type in is I'm going to type in Google Classroom. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in Enter Link URL. Just as with before, I want to make sure to check this box. And then all I need to do from here is just click Create Page. And now if we go back over to our live site, we click Refresh again, we'll now see the link over here for Google Classroom. And we have where we can go ahead, our students can go ahead and they can log into that. But there's even another way that we can go ahead and add a link for Google Classrooms. We can add one right in this area here, so in my teacher introduction. So what I do to do that is I go to the drop-down menu, and my teacher introduction is located on the home page. So I select home, and then I'm going to add my link in right to this area here. So I'm going to type in here, for more classroom resources, please visit my Google Classroom. And what I'll do is I'll click, actually, hang on, got a little ahead of myself. So I can either go ahead paste a link in here like that, and then I can highlight this and click on the globe icon and just select this here. Or another option that I have too is to highlight this text, click on the globe icon, and then enter in the URL, just like this here. So now if we go back to my teacher introduction and we click refresh, we can see that we can either click on this link here, and it brings us to where our students would access our Google Classroom, or we can go ahead and select this link here and also go ahead and it would bring us to where we would need to go. Our students would go to log into our Google Classrooms. All right, everyone, let's go ahead and review what we've learned today for Link Your Teacher page to your Google Classroom. So as we've seen, there's a total of 3 different ways that you can go ahead and make that link. One of the ways is to go ahead and create an entire page for links. And this is a page you can add classroom resources. So we have one over here with the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. And you can also go ahead and add a link over to Google Classrooms. Another option is to add a redirection to that website, and that goes right on the menu that you have for your own teacher pages here. And our website viewers can click on that, and it takes them right where they need to go for that link. The final option that we have for this is to go ahead and add it onto a page such as our teacher introduction into that text field there. And as you can see, we can have it added as the URL, and we can also have the link added to text here too. All right, everyone, at this time, I'm happy to answer any questions you may have. As we're waiting for those questions to roll in, I'm going to show you how to get help from our team here at Educational Networks. What we do is we navigate back over to our admin page. We go to the drop-down menu and we select, wrong area. We go to the box icon here. We select Help Desk. And then from here, what we'll do is we're going to select Create a New Ticket. Essentially, what we're going to do here is we are going to fill out the form. We want to remember this is where we want to go if we do happen to have any type of technical difficulties. What's really great about going for help at this area of the site is that if you do have an error message, you can actually go ahead and screenshot that. And if you send that screenshot over to our team, that's something that can help our team help you out a little bit more quickly with that there. All right, everyone. Now, here's an important tip. Remember, when you are going ahead and you are adding links over here, so whether it's through the redirect option, as we have here, or as this page, you always want to make sure that you have that website open up in a new window, and you do so just by going ahead and going back over here to My Pages, going to the drop-down menu, selecting Links, and then just by going ahead and checking this box here. All right, everyone. Well, I want to thank you all so much for taking the time out of your busy days to join us here for our presentation. Remember this, everyone, that if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I have my email here. Please feel free to send me an email. I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have. We also have our phone number here for our tech support team. Tech support is available from 7:30 in the morning all the way up until 2 a.m. Central Standard Time, and that is on all business days that we are open. Also, I encourage you to go ahead and look through our webinar schedule to see if there's any that you're interested in attending. Go ahead, even if you're not sure if you can attend those webinars, go ahead and register anyways. The reason is that lets me know who to send a recording of that webinar to. All right, everyone, I want to thank you all so much for taking the time out of your days to join us for our presentation. And remember this, we always look forward to seeing you at our next presentation. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, everybody.